Hey everyone, this is Roy with Paternity University. Hey, look, if you like this video, if you like this channel, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. I always drop information about the paternity testing industry and even interview other people in other industries. So, getting straight to it, ways that you can market your paternity testing business once you get started. So, the number one thing, how I market my paternity testing business is ads. I have Google Ads. So while my search engine optimization is being done on my website, so that I can have more organic traffic come into my website, such as whenever somebody searches for paternity testing in whichever city, it can automatically pull up, without the ads. While that's being built, I run Google Ads. And I don't run a super fancy campaign. I run a simple Google Smart campaign. And with that, I do it myself. I set my own keywords such as paternity testing, insert city, DNA test near me, non-invasive prenatal paternity tests, legal paternity tests. I set those keywords and I create a bunch of different ads in that campaign. So you have the campaign and then you have the ads within the campaign. And each ad will say, need a paternity test quick, get answers within 2 to 3 business days, or $340 paternity test, or court admissible paternity test, or trying to fight child support, or trying to get child custody, paternity testing here. And I have it linked directly to my Google business profile that I've created for the business. So when they click on it, it goes straight to that Google business profile and they can immediately just call me. All right. That's one thing. That's how you kind of get the clicks and the incoming calls and how you get those going. Some folks, some of my students, they're in cities where there isn't a real big paternity testing presence. So they kind of set themselves up on Google. They really barely run ads and then people just call them. Lucky them, right? But when there's a little bit more competition, sometimes you're going to have to run ads because you need to be at the top of the page of Google when people search for you. For example, when I speak to my clients, I ask them, how'd you find me? And they say, I typed in paternity testing in El Paso or Orlando or whatever, and you were the first person to pop up and I called you and you answered. That's usually how I advertise and how I get clients. The second way to kind of advertise and sort of kind of network too is to look up the child support courts or the family law courts in your area, and even the lawyers as well, the attorneys, and kind of cold email them or cold call them or go to the business, physically network. Hey, this is me. These are my cards. I do paternity testing. This is what I do. Here you go. Or, hi, I'm emailing the court for family law or for divorce court or for child custody court. Hey, I know you're the court coordinator. Here is my services. This is how I can help people who are looking for court admissible paternity testing services. Here is a digital brochure of all my services and all my prices and my website that you can print out yourself, either give it to the judge or have it ready or something of that nature. Make those connections with the people who are in the courts or who are attorneys. Like I said, you can go to them physically. You can drive up to them. I've done it quite a few times. Drive up to them. Hey, here are my cards. Boom. Hey, here's my brochure. Boom. Do that. Those are ways to market and ways to network. Another great way is going to the labor and delivery wings in your local hospitals and going to them and speaking to the birth registrar person or the birth registration person and letting them know, hey, I offer paternity testing for any of your patients who may be having doubts when the baby is born. We can come to the hospital. And if you do that, and your hospital, obviously, if your hospital in your area allows kind of people to come in, especially with pandemic going on, if they allow that, you might be the only paternity testing company in the entire city that goes to hospitals and test people in the hospital, like after the baby's born, like newborn baby, 2-day-old baby, you can go in there, but you have to make that connection with the birth registration or the birth certificate person in the labor and delivery wing first. Go drop off your cards, drop off your brochures. Hey, this is what I do. Check me out. These are my services. These are my prices. Please pass on this information. Because guess what? I did that not too long ago and spoke to some folks. And guess what they said? Man, people ask about paternity testing all the time and we never know who to give them. We never know. I even had a client he asked the nurses, and they were like, we don't know, you're gonna have to look on your own. And when he looked me up, I was the first person to pop up on Google because of my ads. See how it is all like a big circle? So those are ways to market and network your paternity testing service. You know, it's a lot of footwork. It's a lot of, you know, studying Google ads, or maybe even hiring somebody to run your ads and search engine optimization, but it makes it all worth the while. And the cherry on top is giving good service, good customer service, because that gets you referrals too. That's another way that you can market and network, is referrals. You do a good job, you go above and beyond to help your clients, and that is just another way. Getting reviews on your Google My Business profile. People look at reviews, they look at that stuff. Good written reviews from clients, showing that you do a good job and you're communicative and you answer the phone and you got them the results fast, and the results are court admissible, or their results are not, you know, obviously transparent. Absolutely, those are ways to get, you know, gain a reputation in your area as a paternity testing service. So if you like this video, like and subscribe, leave a comment. How do you think that you can also market a paternity testing business? Do you think you can market it similarly to another service-based business? Let me know. I'd be curious to know. All right. Thanks, everybody.